start to see that myself when I got a couple million. Roll through the mud, I can't lie, seen too much real outside there. I told my brother had some patience and your day'll come. Now he sitting in the but he ain't got no. You can't walk inside my shoes like a sneaker come. I overcome obstacles and they still come. I was trying to make a way out like it was my first day out. Remember my first day out, now I got M's in the account. I got some in the south. These streets by my side, you don't want with us. I felt so stuck in my life, I had to. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, I don't apologize. My penthouse got a bird's view through eyes. I got Porsche with the frog guy. Got a handcrafted JJ with a palm pilot. All this money on my mind, I taught it about it, yeah, yeah. I got a grab dope, brand new white Rolls Royce and that match of toes. I was out flocking, I ain't have a choice, I ain't even had no clothes. I put my wrist inside the freezer, watch the paddock froze. Think about the time when we was 10, we was hopping fences. I was staying inside the trench. I keep it for you and you, I know the opposite intentions. Back in Genesis, I was OT. She got a streets by my side, you don't want with us. I felt so stuck in my life, I had to. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, I don't apologize. My penthouse got a bird's view through eyes. I got Porsche with the frog guy. Got a handcrafted JJ with a palm pilot. All this money on my mind, I taught it about it, yeah, yeah. back, Kobe.
Hold up.
The feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shatter like their glass. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph.
Stare through your lens, blind from my flash. Can't make amends, I know you're too attached. All of your friends, I know made me bad. Call me again, so I know you're still mad. I get my ego stuck on drama, I don't mean to be the villain, but I'd rather you be than just indifferent with your feelings. I know my issues are the problem, I miss you every morning. These memories alive in every picture of you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Good Friday night to you, sports fans. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis was among the top candidates for last season's.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Bulls, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 5 down low. That one drops for him. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Carter, the pass to Levine. From the arc. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Now here's James. And there's the pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Bradley against White. Outside, Levine. From deep. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. Here's Davis.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Carter with the 3, and James pulls it down.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And so it's the Lakers with it, and Bradley gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bulls have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. The deep three from Levine. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The Lakers have gotten 6 of 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And they double up James. Green left side. McGee, the second chance points on the tip in. McGee's got 8 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's stolen by Davis. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Davis kicks to Bradley.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And yes, it's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Bank shot, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great
No
timing.
speak English.
Then the athletic finish by AD.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky comes in for White, and then for Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley. James kicks to Caldwell-Pope. 14 feet away. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Markkanen against Davis. Here's Porter. And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
They get it back. Bulls trail by 20. Porter looking it over. Here's Carter. Here's Markkanen. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
Drops in the tray.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Chicago's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible, and he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on. Kyle Kuzma is trying to be more of a team player. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's starting to accept his role.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Satoransky. Now, here is Young. Back to Harrison. 6 to shoot from deep three-point range. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
0 попаданий.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. The shot's good. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the night.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Young outside. Done against Rondo. And again, Chicago. No good. Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Davis throws it down.
I'll tell you.
Ничего не понятно, но очень интересно.
Another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's Dunn. Bean passes to Cornett. And Davis sends it back. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Kept alive. And Howard with the second chance points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Lakers on top, just dominating this one. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
You know, we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive-wise, we don't have all the miles other teams have.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Howard. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Some changes for the Lakers. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Valentine dishes to Carter. Cornette kicks to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The three from Valentine. Offensive rebound. Kick out to Levine. Puts up a three. Chicago with a new 14. Carter, and it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously, skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Down low and stolen by LeBron. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
James with it, now guarded by Valentine. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Well, Chicago's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games. I like the awareness of Avery. Understands he has the defender a little out of position. Takes full advantage.
The first free throw is good. Steve, the days of Avery Bradley being a scorer are probably over. I mean, he scored in the mid-teens, we know that, but now I think they value his defense as much as his scoring.
You're right, Kevin. Avery Bradley will rely on his athleticism, especially to get to the rim to score. With his injuries and change in situation, the chances, they just haven't been there. But he's still an effective player. We just won't see his scoring outbursts as often.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. In the second quarter, held scoreless.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Davis is checked in for Howard. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Green.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Bradley against Dunn. Here's Carter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Davis.
He's a quality player, Wendell Carter Jr. The future for him is very bright, and he works hard at his game.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire to play like.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers in big possessions now.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense.
Oh, wow!
He went high.
That was nice. And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Avery Bradley. James looking around. Outside, Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. Davis has got 10 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Caruso. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. 1:09 left in the first half of the game. Poked away. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
McGee with the block. Inside, and the dunk by James.
Well, AD attracts so much attention. He's learned to stay patient and just locate the open man.
Done. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first free throw of the game.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. With 1 on the clock, and so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provided.
They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, not at all what they envisioned coming to the game. And defending the paint has been the main problem, Ernie. They got to commit a few more bodies down low, and they got to protect the inside, protect the inside, protect the inside. But even if they do, still might be a little too late for them, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
They kick it out to Green. McGee trying to break free. And it's Green missing. Here's Cornette. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Levine and Valentine are the wingmen. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Cornette in at the 5. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Русификатор взять и поставить, и нормальная игра.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Here's Davis. He shoots again. In deep, McGee drops it in. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Chicago calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Bradley passes to LeBron. Back to Bradley. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
And finished off by Davis.
Как тут переключать-то и почему? Что за снежинка?
Is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And here's Valentine for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Valentine's got his first 3 points of the game. LeBron outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for LeBron.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years now invites contact.
Dunn looking over the floor. From beyond the arc. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for, being competitive and bringing energy.
And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Caldwell Pope dishes to Rondo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Pass to Cornette. Over Morris. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Kuzma with it. Now defended by Levine. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And stolen by Kuzma. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by Kuzma. Rondo's got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. And here is Valentine. To stop the drought. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Over to the left wing. And here's Valentine for three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his sixth rebound on the night.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Rondo with the ball. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Los Angeles guys shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Markieff Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's JaVale McGee. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. Levine kicks to Carter. Shoots over McGee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Now Carter. Here's Valentine. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Caruso. He feeds it to Morris. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And the Lakers making a change here. Smith has checked in. Pass to Cornette. Carter kicks to Valentine. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And that's now 6 points for Denzel Valentine. Smith's shot is good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Dunn passes to Carter. And another turnover here by Chicago. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. To the middle, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Dunn dishes to Valentine. Back to Dunn. Carter down low. McGee's there. And here's Valentine for 3. Avery Bradley pulls it in. Bradley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Carter against Bradley. Pass to Valentine. Launches a 3. Hands it from downtown. Valentine's got 9 points here in the second half.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
McGee the pass to Bradley. Back to McGee, and stolen by Dunn. Levine kicks to Dunn, trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by McGee.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Now the pass to Caruso. Softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Cornette passes to Valentine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Carter for three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Bradley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. The shot by Valentine, no good. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Yep, it counts.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
From 8, and Smith puts it in.
J.R. Smith is strong and athletic enough to do damage inside.
Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Cook's checked in. That's tipped. We've got 1:55 left in the game. Looking to end the run. The Bulls keep it alive. Here's Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is what Carter's built to do. Attack on the interior and impose his will.
And he knocks down the first one. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:46 left here in the 4th quarter. Here is Cook. Now here is McGee. And he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Morris outside. Back to Cook. Shot clock at 6. Morris outside. 2 points. That one goes.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for JaVale McGee.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Morris. Back to Cook. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. Levine against Smith. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Cook. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here, and it's McGee with the jam.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For
I've been moving through the city like a phantom in the opera of a dark caramel. Cleopatra, holy matrimony since in the cabana. Same time I'ma move up to Atlanta. I was in Miami trying to dodge the cameras. It's drama, so dramatic for the. Love and rage, when a bass hit like a thunder wave, I shape shift for 100 days. Still underrated, son, even if they tell me I'm top 5. Undebatable to even tell me I'm not I. Put it on my mama, all you on about time. Same codes, they told me to watch spines. To be front saying they love me, that's all cap. You see where I'm headed, I know you want that. I know where your head is, I know when this. You gon' be a Benedict, I'm betting it on wax. Stay fool.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring GA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in it. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
And Avery Bradley, still a solid player for this team. You know, maybe not in his prime, but still defensively, he's a difference maker.
Yes, yeah. I mean, injuries have slowed Bradley down over the years, but he still has some great footwork. He's physical on defense. He's undersized, but he can match up with either guard spot.
They get the rebound. Here's Allen.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing. He's never going to hit.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Dinwiddie from deep. And Davis pulls it down.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And Bradley carving through the D and dropping the floater in, using his explosive first step to his advantage, leading into the shot.
Good on the bucket.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside, Davis. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Back to Durant. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. James finds Davis. Bradley, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And they double up James. Bounce pass Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
Irving can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Latrey, and James gets it to go on the assist by Bradley.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Allen. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Nets missing. Lakers leading by 7. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to LeBron. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line.
Oh, he delivers that with
I can't
force.
believe it. I cannot believe that. And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Kicks it out to James. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. James has got 8 points.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Davis can't get it to go. Nets trail by 18.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. It's now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the three, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Allen against Rondo. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. KD passes to Irving. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Here's LeBron. Connects on the 17-footer. He's got 10.
Oh, this first quarter couldn't be going much better for him. 4 for 5 from the field to get things cracking.
And that one drops for him.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Nets trail by 13. Irving finds LeVert. And here is KD. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A nice shot by LeVert.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Rondo against KD. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane, but then that opens up some.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2.
Well, tally up another helper for Rondo. I mean, he just keeps climbing that all-time assistless, incredible career that keeps going.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Three-pointer, LeVert. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up. No trespassing, Howard controlling the defense. He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Morris throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. And he's way off from outside. Lakers leading by 16. Kuzma passes to Morris. Now here's Kuzma.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Here's Allen. No good, unable to end this run. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Kuzma outside. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And here's KD for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Caruso. Dinwiddie covering. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Plays it up and banks it in. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Markieff Morris. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Bradley subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Davis. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Outside Irving. Back to Dinwiddie to end the run. Good on the triple. Dinwiddie's got 6.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take, because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
Outside Green. The pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Irving way outside. Bradley with some nice D. Inside. That's good from Davis on the assist by Bradley. Bradley's got 3 assists tonight.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Outside for Durant. And too long on the shot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like...
Respect it.
From the tip.
I'm with whatever you with. You ain't the only one out here getting rich. You ain't the only one that got young. You can go pay to do dumb shit. On it. Hold up. Tell them roll up. I'm in a Rolls Royce. Got about 4 on. I got buckets on my forearm. Army living no stress. Park the Lambo on my best. Cuban link lay on the dresser. My pockets fat, yours. Spent a foreign car all on my necklace. See me shining from the other section. I done put a Lambo on my wrist. I done put a Lambo on my wrist. I done put a Lambo on my wrist. Done got rich, don't get no shit. I done put a Lambo on my wrist. I done put a Lambo on my wrist. I done put a Lambo on my wrist. Done got rich, don't get no shit. 350 cash. Didn't even do the dash. Room full of bosses. You looking like staff. I'm on a war path. I go on the beat. You ain't nothing to me. My partner spin your block like Uber Eats. I done put a Lambo on my wrist. Hey, stand on this pound, I be 6'8". Hey, might buy your food and hope you rent. Paid me enough frames. Championship range. No, I can't sing. Feel like I'm a hit stand a brace. I done put a
Now I got birds be loving the kid. They got my name on the ribbon. I'm in the Aston. I was demanding the civic. Now I'm demanding attention. But I got humble intentions.
Да ничего, вроде разобрался, бублик, здорово. Более-менее.
Pull up in foreign nose.
$95 бублик весит. Русского нет. Русификатор можно поставить. Женский баскетбол.
Shooting guard, standing 5'11", number 0, Jackie Young. At the small forward position, at 5'6", number 2, at the other guard position, standing 5'11", number 12, Chelsea. Standing 6'8", number 8. Starting in the other forward position at 6'3", number 22.
Ну и рожа у него была.
The game is so fast now. We've seen an insane change of pace over the last couple of years. How big of a change has that really been?
Well, looking at the 2019 numbers, the Mercury were next to last in pace at 93 possessions per game. Just a couple years earlier, in 2015, that number would have ranked third. So the entire league is getting faster.
And I think that's a great thing. Everyone, fans, players, broadcasters, we want scoring, we want points. Maybe the only people who don't like it, some of those defensive-minded head coaches. You know, there are certain players who shoot much better off a pass. Williams is one of them. Allows her to set her feet.
They get it back. Pass to Cambay. Outside Young. Williams, defended by Carter. Williams can't get it to go. Outside Williams. On the wing, Kennedy Carter. Back to Williams. On the wing, Tiana Hawkins. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Her assist average has increased each year in the league. Williams has become a more willing passer. Great find.
Well, guys, for her size, Courtney Williams is an outstanding rebounder. She's listed at 5'8", but she seems to play a lot bigger than that. I'm just so impressed with her grit and toughness on the boards.
Gray, left side. Over Sims. And it's Chelsea Gray again missing.
And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game. Having trouble getting it going.
And now the Aces on the break. Here's Young. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Well, as a coach, you just love when it's Chelsea Gray who gets a steal because she's also the first pass on a potential break.
And Tim, what are the biggest advantages to having a relentless rebounder like Williams on the team?
It starts with inspiration, Blake, because when you see your guard rebounding the way Williams does, it pushes everyone else to match their intensity. And rebounding has always been a team effort, so her coaches have to appreciate her willingness to do the dirty work. Early on, nearly perfect from the floor. Just one miss in their first 5 shots.
Juana Williams for 3. And the Aces get it back. Pass to Wilson. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
On the court, Wilson doesn't take no for an answer. I mean, she'll battle through any defense.
Carter with it. And it's Wilson picking her up. Here's Williams. 6 on the shot clock. All sorts of time. And there's another one for the Dream.
A natural scorer, Carter is adept at finding room to get her shot off from the mid-range.
Here's Young. And plenty of contact on the shot, so the 2 free throws coming up. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
At the line for 2.
She's off on the first.
The top overall pick of the draft by Las Vegas in 2019, Jackie Young came out of college early, becoming the 3rd junior to ever be taken with the top pick after Candace Parker and Jewel Lloyd.
Here's Sims.
Tight D.
Hawkins outside. Pass to Williams. Chelsea Gray with some nice defense. The Aces trailing. Here's Young. Outside Williams. Back to Wilson. Williams with the steal. Outside Carter. And she banks in the layup.
Got to do more than this to stop Carter. She's dependable at fighting through aggressive coverage.
Now here's Gray. He's covered by Sims. Gray with the bucket.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
And here are the Dream. Timeout. A 4-point game. And the Dream call time here. The new group getting ready for the Dream. It's Shakina Strickland on the wing. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Fast break, Las Vegas. Young with it, starting now by Hayes. Pass to Gray, to the paint. Outside Young. And Hayes comes to help. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Atlanta leading. Now Williams. She's got 7. Back to Hayes. Yes. And Courtney Williams with the assist that time.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out. And Gray getting it done on the inside. Like seeing her be so aggressive, looking to score from that spot in the court.
Now here's Williams. Fires the 3. And it's Hayes missing.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Here's Young. Banked in off the glass.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. You know, get a little physical, show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number 1. Effort, nothing easy inside.
Here's Hayes. Lays it up and banks it in.
As underrated as they come, Hayes is a star who doesn't command the attention that her play deserves.
And it's Gray missing.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Asia Wilson with the block. Another shot. Taking it back. Billings. And finally they hit one.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely. And she's got her first free throws of the night right here.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The 11th pick in the 2014 WNBA draft. Gray's career has really started to take shape in recent seasons.
We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Green out in front, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
Well, we've seen them really get out and establish an offensive rhythm.
And they're finding ways to score, you know, playing well and getting good offense.
And here's Williams. Courtney Williams missing again.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Well, for Asia Wilson, she's never been a player who's been under the radar. Out of the high school rank, she was the #1 recruit in the nation in 2014. And what a college career she had. 3 times an All-American, winning a national championship in 2017, and the National Player of the Year as a senior. Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Here's Young. Brings it from beyond the arc.
There's a part of her game that's improving. One who's been working on that 3-point stroke will add another dimension to her game.
And for Asia, she was the top pick of the WNBA, too.
Yeah, Wilson has been under the limelight for most of her basketball life. So it should be no surprise that she's adjusted to the WNBA game so quickly. She's already one of the top centers in the league and thrives under pressure. She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Whitney Williams for 3. It falls for her 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
What a willing distributor. Hayes has an uncanny ability to find open teammates.
Not her best performance scoring the ball thus far.
Ahead. And that one's good. Billings.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight. Well, sometimes Gray makes it look so easy. Seems like he can hit the basket at will. Fantastic handle.
And the dream call time here. The WNBA is getting closer and closer to celebrating their 25th season. So when you look back at the league's incredible run so far, what stands out to you guys the most?
Well, the league has been a great addition to the sports world, Blake. With the NBA's backing, the WNBA has seen substantial growth over the years. And you know what? Most importantly, it's opened up so many doors for young women all over the world.
It's been a difference maker for sure. And there have been so many special moments throughout the years. Houston winning the first 4 titles, Taurasi becoming the all-time leading scorer. Let's just say the WNBA has had no shortage of highlights over the years.
Now here's Gray. She's got 8. Seeks the triple.
After the sticking with size of Young comes into play, a backcourt player who can beat good D.
And the foul on Williams. That's her first foul. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Hawkins. Rebound by the Aces. Here's Gray. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And so here's Atlanta. Hayes with it. He has 6. To the middle. In the hoop for her 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
As a big, sometimes your height is a huge help passing-wise. It allows players like Williams to get a clear view of open players.
Now here's Young. He's got 13. Outside Carter. To the right side. See Sims for 3. And the dream, another 3.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
And the shot goes down.
That's the relentless attitude Gray brings to the hardwood. She wants to score by any means necessary.
Now here's Carter. Wilson pulls it down.
Nobody was anywhere close to her. You can't believe she didn't bury it.
Takes the 3. Pass to Gray. Six to shoot. The 3. Chelsea Gray missing again.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her. It's always difficult to make the decision to give up a year of college eligibility, but Kennedy Carter left school early and was rewarded for it. Selected 4th overall by Atlanta in 2020. Of course, Carter has been preparing for the WNBA her entire life, coming from a family that includes a WNBA All-Star and a former champion.
Here's Williams. Misses from short range.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
To the inside. A nice shot by Wilson.
The awareness of Gray, a terrific teammate who is good at recognizing when someone on her team is uncovered.
Side Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Tiffany Hayes.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Yeah, the 3s weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easier ones go in, they renew that time.
Wilson. Down it goes for her third basket in as many tries.
Gotta appreciate the hustle. Wilson doing whatever she can to keep possessions alive.
It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Williams. Nice defense from Asia Wilson. Fast break, Las Vegas. Young shot's good.
In transition, Young has fantastic finishing ability. A nose for the bucket, looks to run.
Tiffany Hayes on the wing. And the dream, another three. Now here's Gray. Over Sims. Oh, no good. Trying to beat the buzzer. Now the second half about to get started up again any moment. Young with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Wilson created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters. And she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Shot selection.
And that led to a very high point shot number for her. And that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Here's Williams, and there's the call on Young. That's her first foul. Here's Hawkins, 10-point lead. Inside, Williams uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's not an easy hoop. Good concentration by Williams to get the bucket. A focused player.
Wilson no good. And here the dream. Side Carter, down low, and that one's good. Hawkins.
Smart pass by Carter. And Kennedy brought so much attention. It allows teammates to get open inside spaces.
Right wing. That's it. Coming up with assists from Jackie Young.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Outside Sims to the middle. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. One more at the line.
So Odyssey Sims made it to her first WNBA Finals in 2017. Unfortunately for her, the Sparks unfortunately fell short of their ultimate goal. She battled to the very end with her team, but ended up losing to the Lynx in 5.
And the ball out of play. The dream will happen. Here's Williams. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Pass to Sims. Outside Parker. Third quarter of basketball, we're about 1.5 minutes in. And despite not winning the championship in 2017, what do you think Sims may have learned from losing in the finals?
Well, I think it gives you a healthy perspective, Blake. You realize just how tough it is to win it all. You have to reflect on the good and the bad, though, and continue to turn your weaknesses into strengths. It probably motivated her to work even harder because she doesn't want to miss her shot at redemption.
Мясо какое вообще.
First trip to the line. And she knocks down the first one. From Bradenton, Florida, our WNBA coverage rolls on. Now, Brian, what will you most remember about being in the Bradenton bubble?
Well, it's quite the experience, Blake, but I think most of us will remember the we're all in this together attitude during the whole thing. Pair that with all the amazing WNBA action we've seen, and it's easy to see how this season will not be forgotten anytime soon.
Now Williams, she's got 12. Pass to Strickland. Parker. And she uses the glass on the layup.
So poised on the offensive end of the floor. Arthur is a dependable scorer.
There's the double team with Sims. Hart. And again, unable to change momentum here. Sims with it. Now Young defending. Sims with the bucket.
A disciplined player with a consistent offensive attack. Sims alters the game in so many different ways.
Hart can't get it to go. Outside Williams. And that one's good. Billings.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Now here is Sims. She's got 10. Offline from the high post.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it, and I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
Here's Williams. And it doesn't even draw iron.
Really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
Now here's Plum. She's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, over the course of her career, Plum's three-point percentage has significantly increased.
Here's Williams. Pass to Sims. Billings. She's guarded by Plum. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Billings.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Now here's Wilson. He's got 6. And here we go, the dream on the fast break. Pass to Billings. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it goes on Raquana Williams. First trip to the line for her here. And that's good as she hits both shots. Now the Aces with it. Here's Park. To the wing, right side. Raquana Williams for a three.
With her missing literally everything she's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Park can't get it to go.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
And that one's good.
Well, a quick first step is only a part of what makes Hayes so elusive.
See Plum drives in, makes it off the glass. Atlanta with the ball. Outside Carter.
I'll bet you haven't seen too many rebounding efforts like this.
It takes an extraordinary combination of talent and desire to put in the kind of performance she has today.
Well, that fast break, it went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then just perfect execution.
Such a joy to watch.
And she gets it to go.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
They're losing the battle in the paint.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Plum, she's guarded by Hayes. From beyond the arc, Carter with the rebound. Here's Billings. Off target at the rim. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the dream. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, she's always the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are her bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When she's running the show, she makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in, night out.
And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. That scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort of the boards.
Pass to Plum. Over to the wing. Juana Williams for three. And it's good. Assisting on the play is Kelsey Plum.
One of the league's more lethal three-point shooters. Williams has both range and accuracy.
And good that time.
You just love a player like her. She's been the floor general at the offensive end.
She has been on it today, just doing a great job of keeping that ball moving.
Young, defended by Carter. Fires for three. And no good. And it's Atlanta the other way. Inside, Hawkins, count it.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
Young shot is off. And Atlanta has possession. Pass to Hawkins. Carter. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
Well, Carter makes things happen with the ball in her hands, using the contact to get to the line.
And she makes the first.
Kennedy Carter goes by the nickname Hollywood, and the 2024th overall pick is known to put on a show offensively. In each of Carter's 3 years in college, she averaged over 20 points per game. That includes scoring 46 in a game as a freshman.
Pass to Gray. Now Cambage. Back to Gray. Wilson. She's covered by Brown. And another miss by Las Vegas. And with Carter, she's known for how dynamic she is with the ball.
Well, to score like she did against the best competition in such a tough league in college at just 5'7", Carter's quicks are fantastic. Welcome to Atlanta by Hawk star Trae Young. Carter hopes to have a similar impact on the Dream.
Pass to Park. They need this. Green with the rebound.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control the boards has given them control of this game.
And a foul on Gray. That is her first foul of the game.
That's a frustration foul right there.
And that's not her best moment. Obviously, no one on their team is happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking it out on your opponent.
Aces on D. Soft touch off the glass.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Young shot's good.
Just sit back and enjoy the poise from Young. Maybe not the highest percentage shot with the contact, but she still sinks it.
Now here's Carter. Not a lot of room. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Liz Cambage.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
Yeah, count it.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Started by Young to the inside. Williams inside. Cambage is there. Carter misses. Now the Aces with it. Pass to Young. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Williams. And the call will be against Liz Cambage. That's her first foul. And Atlanta has possession. Started by Young. And here's Billings. And she was camped there in the lane. And she gets a 3-second call. Gray with it. Pass to Cambage. Young. Jacks up a three. to go, shooting 47% on 7 for 15 attempts. Defended by Cambage. Here's Brown, hits the jump hook.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Chelsea Gray for three. The Aces with another miss. Poked loose. And Chelsea Gray is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her second foul of the game. Here's Carter. A high post shot. And she gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The natural scoring ability of Kennedy Carter is remarkable, always seeking out her next shot.
Now here's Young. There's the triple. Brown grabs the board.
This has been a rough second half for her shooting the ball. She should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Offline with the three. Now here's Cambage. He's guarded closely. Gray for three. And the Aces get it back. And Wilson gets it to go.
Plays with such imagination and vision. Players like Wilson go on to have long, successful careers.
Pass to Brown. Up top, Carter. Brown with it. She's guarded by Wilson. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the baseline. And again, the dream score.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
From deep. He's off on that one.
You know, sometimes just because you can take it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she could work for a better shot than that.
So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. Resounding victory for them and in enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory, but with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up.
Прикольная игрушка.